All right, Monster Jam 2018. We're here with Ryan Anderson in front of his monster truck. What is the name over there?
Son-uva Digger, man.
Son-uva Digger.
My dad created Gravedigger 36 years ago, so I'm carrying on his legacy as hard as I can with my own truck now.
Wow, that's really cool. Now, how long have you been driving this bad boy? Look at this thing.
This will be my 8th year. I started competing in 2010, so this is my 8th year campaigning in this truck. Having a blast, traveling the world with this thing. I've been all through Australia, Europe, now going into Mexico and everything, and through the United States every year. So it's been an absolute blast, man. I love it. I can't get enough of it. That's for sure.
Isn't it amazing? You get to travel the world and put on a show and drive these incredible machines here. I mean, how much? When you hit the accelerator of this thing, I mean, does it just take off? I mean, how much power do these things have?
They have a lot of horsepower. So the average car is going to be about 150 to 200 horsepower for average. This thing has 1,500 horsepower, but they are 12,000 pounds where the normal car is a couple thousand. So the weight to horsepower ratio is crazy, but our gear ratio is what brings it around. So in the wheel, you see that big black circle in there. Yeah. That's called a planetary. So that gives us a ton of gear reduction. So these things will top out about 70 miles an hour as they're geared right now, but they get there super quick. So anybody wants to drag race, I'm not scared. This thing's fast, up until 70 though. So that thing definitely has some acceleration, and that's what we have to have. The stadiums are massive, but when you're in here trying to rip around and do these big, huge jumps, you need the acceleration. You need to be able to get up within a couple feet of this ramp, be able to smash the pedal and make distance. Obviously right here, this jump is purpose built to jump that massive gap over there. So if you don't hit it with the proper amount of speed, you're done. The truck's gonna crash, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna total out your piece. So you've got to be able to make it, but you've got less running room than you actually have to jump. So we have to have that acceleration to be able to perform the stunts that we do.
Now, how much practice time do you get on a when you come to Ford Field? They take a lot of time to set up, and there's a lot of dirt here. It takes a long time to set this up. How much practice time do you get on this field?
We're gonna do a small practice run this afternoon, but it's more for track testing, dirt testing, and stuff like that. For us, I don't really want to practice at all. I want to save it all for the fans. I want to do it all in front of everybody. So normally when we come out, we'll do a practice intros just to practice coming in and out of the tunnel of each building, and then also do one round of racing just to get the show flow correct for the next day. But other than that, that's it. The tricks that we do them in front of you guys for the first time. We don't practice those tricks. Some people do, but most of us don't. And it's one of the beauties of Monster Jam is when you're seeing it first is most of the time when it's happening first. So we love it. We have a blast. That's one thing I do take pride in is I don't practice. I want to do it all in front of the people and let it all hang out. So when you see it, it's true. It's nothing rehearsed, nothing's built up, nothing like that. I'm just doing it off the shooting from the hip.
I didn't know that. See, that's why we're talking to you. We're learning some cool stuff here. Wow, look at this. I just take this in real quick. I mean, it's just amazing. These stadiums, you're in giant stadiums doing this. The view is just amazing. I mean, it's just on the field.
Yeah, it's unreal. And then being in here today, looking at the jumps and everything, especially for somebody that's never seen it before, is just insane. But when you're standing here in front of all these people, that's when it really happens. When this place is sold out, packed, and you're out here on this field, and everybody's eyes are on you, that's when the real intensity starts. That's when the show is going on. So right now, if you were to ask me to go perform right now, I wouldn't be able to do about half what I can do during the show. That adrenaline rush that I get from the people pushes us to go even farther. So that's why during the show is when it really happens the best. There's no doubt about it. So it's
Detroit's got a great crowd.
Yeah, and that's one thing about coming here is that everybody is a little bit more mechanically inclined than the average person. Everybody's got a little bit of gearhead in their soul. So when we come here and we perform and we do what we do, everybody in Detroit understands a little bit better of the technology and what goes into it and everything. So it's really awesome for us, for people that they really appreciate, what we're putting these things through and how amazing, the beatings they'll take.
Yeah. All right, and then how much damage does this truck, go through, and how much repairs do you have to make after a standard show? Like if everything went right.
If everything goes right, in my eyes, everything going right is an insane run that's probably going to end up in a crash or the truck is broken. That's what everybody wants to see. That's what everybody comes to see is the carnage of Monster Jam. So for me, in my eyes, the end of a good run, the body's ripped off, maybe a tire or two broke off, and you're talking about $15,000 in parts damage that we have to fix. But the other thing that you have to juggle as well is that from here we're going straight after this show, we have to go to Arlington, Texas. So we have a long trek to make, and then also fix everything between that. So the logistics of Monster Jam are just insane. So it's one thing that I tend to forget when I'm during the show. I'm not going to worry about nothing, but it's something a lot of people do take in mind is, okay, if I total this thing, it's going to take a week to fix, but then we also have 3 days of travel. You have to kind of balance that part out, you know. But like I said, I'm not the best at that. I'm normally the guy that's going to go tear it up no matter what.
Very cool. All right. Well, thanks for putting some of that in perspective. That's really cool, man. I appreciate it. And again, this is Ryan Anderson, Son-uva Digger.
Yep.
Son-uva
That's
Digger.
it, man.
Grave digger's son, basically,
Yep.
is where that name came from. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much. Have fun in Detroit.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.